Good evening. I'm Ed Winchester, here live at WZMV, Channel 5, at 6. That's 6. Tonight's top story is the Bellevue Center, and how it's been under reproduction for quite some time. Tonight, we have Stanley Carr on this top story. Stanley?
Over the past few years, there's been an ongoing saga in the city of Bellevue. What will be the fate of the Bellevue Center Mall? The mall was opened in 1990 and was closed in 2008 due to foot traffic. Some of the stores were later replaced by church groups and special businesses. The mall will be replaced by a lifestyle center, and as you can see, the mall is yet to be demolished. Here are some memories that people have to say about the mall's history.
I liked going into the shops that they had there. There was one particular brand that one of the stores carried that nobody else carried, and I used to go in there and shop a lot. I also liked walking through the mall, and then if you wanted to, they had a food court, and you could go ahead and you could order something and sit down and have lunch or whatever meal you wanted, or a snack. Any other questions you got for me?
What were some particular shops that you'd like to go to?
Okay, they had Macy's, and they had Dillard's, and they used to have some other shops there, but they left. They used to have a store that was comparable to Macy's years ago. It was a small little shop, kind of a specialty shop, and I still have clothes from there. And then you could walk through the mall. A lot of people used to do that as a regular exercise thing, walking through the mall.
Yeah, well, I used to like to go down to Dillard's, look around, and I love to go to Sears, and not like ladies. I just used to go and get what I got to do and just come on home, and maybe if I saw some other stores, I'd go in there, you know, and look around, and but I didn't spend the day down there like some women do, you know.
I had the opportunity to speak with Dr. Sherry Weiner, the president of the Bellevue Chamber of Commerce. Here's what she had to say in this interview. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me a little history about the old Bellevue Mall.
The old Bellevue Mall was opened in 1990, and the anchors at that time were Dillard's and Casper. And they opened up a Sears shortly after that, and they brought in a lot of high-end stores, and over time the high-end stores didn't get the foot traffic that they wanted, and so they started leaving, and they replaced it with other shops and other stores. In the early 2000s, when they had a lot of people starting to leave the mall because they weren't getting the shoppers they wanted, they started bringing in professional businesses. They brought in architect companies. They brought in just, you know, any kind of business they could to keep the doors open.
What factors led to the mall's closing?
No foot traffic. The Green Hills Mall opened up and expanded pretty significantly, and they upgraded. Cool Springs Mall was a real draw for people to want to go. And so because they lost shoppers, and they in fact in turn lost businesses because there were no shoppers, the rest is history. They closed in 2008.
How will the new mall change things?
It will bring more business to Bellevue. It will give the happy shoppers a place to shop. It will enable us to have a place for the different functions that we want to have in the community.
What new stores are coming in?
We're not sure. I know that they've spoken with stores like Cabela's and Olive Garden, but we don't have any confirmation of anything right now.
Is there a projected date to begin with the new center?
There's not. Not at this point.
Again, we've been talking with Dr. Sherry Weiner.
Thank you, Stanley. That's all for tonight's news. We'll see you tonight at 10. That's 10. Good evening.